This is a response to mrspinkerton200. In response to your video, to my video, thank you first of all for taking the time to respond. I really don't know where you're coming from, because when you look at my videos, do you realize that you're only seeing what you want to see and not really seeing any messages that I'm trying to say? Um, First of all, when was the first time you even knew any of this was going on? When did you first realize that there was this Illuminati, or, there was all of this destruction going on in the world? I mean, how many years ago was that? Because I can go back more than 20 years and I've seen this a long time ago, and I took the time to try and educate people of what was going on in this big picture, and started a national campaign in my own country that was in all of the newspapers. It was in all of TV, radio. They were talking about me before they were talking about their politics in the Senate. Um, I've also made the top 30 things that most Canadians wanted to see changed within our Constitution. I've seen all of this happening more than 20 years ago, but nobody wanted to listen. And I've happened, if you look at any of my videos, I happen to have been personally affected. I know the corporate systems are corrupt. I know the education systems are corrupt. I know the medical systems are corrupt. I know the whole game is corrupt. So there is no place in any of my videos that I'm saying there is no problem. What I have been saying is there's a massive problem and you better know how to handle it. And fear is not going to help you solve any problems whatsoever. You have to understand how the brain works, how the brain can find solutions. And if you're in fear, if you are in anger, if you're focused 100% on the problem, then you won't get anywhere. You're chasing your tail. What I am trying to let anybody know from the information and experience that I've had is don't focus on the problem so much as focus on the solutions. I don't see anybody focusing on any solutions. And I'm looking at and observing a lot of what people are saying, just trying to gauge where the global consciousness is, because if you can understand where people's thinking are, at what level we're awake to, you can kind of predict what the future is going to be. And this Gulf oil, it ain't nothing. That's only the beginning. Well, actually, the beginning was a long time ago, but it's only the beginning of us waking up to, okay, maybe these people that have been saying we better watch what we're doing years ago, maybe we should wake up to that. And maybe these people that have seen it years ago and actually had it affect them and actually have found solutions might have something to say as well. So, right now where I'm looking at everything is you're focused too much on the problem. While you're focusing on the problem, you're going to perpetuate the problem, and it'll only get worse. I'm not seeing anybody actually interested in solutions. And when the world is actually, okay, it's bad, what do we do next? Then there's lots of good solutions out there. But that's going to take, you're going to have to wake up the whole friggin' world to say, okay, where's the solutions? Because it is like a matrix. We are completely attached to each other. There is the 100th monkey theory, that only when a majority of people kind of get it and actually walk into the solution, then systematically the whole will get it. And I just see that we're going into this big black hole, and we got to learn from experience. I'm kind of at one with that now, that I didn't learn what I learned unless I had the experiences. The negative stuff happened to me, and then all of a sudden I learned an awful lot. So if you're in the position where you need to be focused on the problem, then I'm at one with that. Focus on the problem. And when you see it doesn't work for you, and you learn your lesson through that experience, and you're strong enough, um, then you can find out what the solution is. But if you're going to live in fear like that, from what I've seen in your video, all you're trying to tell me is there's a big bad problem. And you're almost saying it in a way that this is a new discovery to you. This has been going on for hundreds of years. Go look at the homeless. Go look at any third world country. Do you not think that they realized that something was going wrong? How many of us just sort of, oh, they're starving in Africa, eat all your food, and then you just get fat and no problems were solved as to what's the cause of why all of these people are starving? This Gulf oil is not the first problem we've ever seen. We've had major, major problems on a global basis for hundreds of years, and nobody gave a shit about it. Nobody's even awake to it. As long as you have your staff, you're happy. So I'm at one with you with where you're at. I see that you're judging me through the eyes that you're looking at. You can't comprehend what it is I'm trying to say. And it's because you just don't have enough information yet. You need to go into the problem a lot more before you gain the information to see the perspective of, okay, now I know what she's talking about. But until then, I'm perfectly understanding that you don't see my message, you don't understand my message, you think I'm completely out to lunch. And that is perfectly okay. You are where you need to be. I would try and teach you something different, but I don't think you're really that receptive to learn anything different yet. If you are, look at some of my other videos. I'm giving a lot of information. To say don't worry about it, it's like, it's not so much as don't worry about it. It's okay, get off your ass and start waking up to what the solution needs you to be doing, and filling yourself with love, filling yourself with peace, asking better questions, taking action is some of the better directions to go into. And you'll get really, really frustrated if you think you need to teach the whole world. Been there, done that, drove myself crazy. I can't teach the world, just like you're completely blocked to anything I've got to say. I'm sure there's a billion people that are blocked to anything that I've got to say. And I'm not making any of these videos in an attempt to try and change the friggin' world. I'm only posting my experiences, the things that I've learned, and if it helps somebody, then it helps. If not, I'm at one with us going into that big black hole and coming out the other side with solutions. So I'm sure you have something else to say, and I look forward to your response. Peace out and love to you.